Welcome to another unboxing video from theplayersaid.com. My name is Grant. Today I'm unboxing, in fact I received an entire shipment of the most recent shipment from GMT Games that included, I think it was 6 games. But we got Caesar Rome vs. Gaul, which is designed by Mark Simonich. This is from GMT Games, brand spanking new. In fact, we got it maybe a week ago or so. So this game is very similar, and it uses the same system. And let me go grab it. And I have the newest version off of a Kickstarter from Phalanx Games. But it uses the system of Hannibal and Hamilcar, Rome versus Carthage. So it is a card-driven war game. The game focuses on, and it's 2-player, but the game focuses on Rome, led by Caesar, who runs around Gaul from one side to the other, putting down rebellion after rebellion, and then the other player plays the Gaelic tribes as they attempt to resist Roman rule. So I'll flip it over. There's a look at the map. Here's some of the cards. This game was on my 2020 most anticipated list that I put out in January because we love card-driven games. 2, I really enjoy games focused on ancient Rome. And 3, it's designed by Mark Simonich. And I'm going to be honest, Hannibal and Hamilcar, I'm not sure we fully got it. We need to play it more to have a better understanding of it and a better review of it. But the game has a lot of interesting elements, and this game has all of that. So, 2-player game. Once again, each player is going to draw 5 cards. It happens between, here you go, 57 BC and 52 BC, the Gaelic Wars. Caesar campaigned across Gaul, and from time to time lost, but more often than not won. The game, I think it's 2 to 3 hours to play. So it's a fairly fast-playing game, but it has a lot of meat to it. Really great-looking box. Chieccio Nieto did the art, so I think it's cool. I like the look of it. It's their 2-inch box, but it's a really heavy-duty, sturdy box. I'm very interested. In fact, we're going to play this in a couple of days. We've already kind of got a date set where we're going to play a couple of GMT games as well as some others, but we're going to play all day. So let's go ahead and look at Caesar, Rome versus Gaul. So you open it up, you get the rule book, not glossy, not a thick rule book. There's an index on the back. Let's see how many pages the rules are. I always like to see how many pages the rule book is because that helps me understand how much time it's going to take me to learn the game. So the rule book actually has 23 pages, but as you can see, these final at least 3 pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, really 4 pages, are an extended example of play. So there you go. They're going to take you through setup and then at least 1 turn as they go back and forth fighting each other. So really the rule book is 19 pages. Here are some hints on play, and I think, if I remember correctly, Hannibal and Hamilcar had the same thing, where we kind of got some points of strategy. But here, as the Roman player, you're going to want to focus on these things. As the Gaelic player, you're going to want to focus on these things. I think that's great, because one of the things that these games are difficult at is understanding exactly how I'm going to go about trying to win. So it's good that they have that in there. Another thing you'll notice here in the components is some of the units have standees, the leaders. So I like that. But the map, we'll look at the map, is absolutely beautiful. The production value on these, as is the usual case with GMT games, is phenomenal. Really looking forward to it. Rulebook has a lot of dense text. I'm going to be honest, that's a lot of text. But here's another, like a box with an extended battle example. So you're going to get hints and stuff like that. You've got this blue text that is also kind of example language. And then here you've got these important rules that are going to stand out and you're going to want to remember those. So you can see about 10% of each page includes an example and some of that kind of important language, which is good. It's going to help you be able to play the game a little more quickly. But yeah, I don't think this game is overly complex. What did it say on the complexity scale? It calls it a 5. So there you go. It says it's a 5. That doesn't seem too bad to me. If it was a 4, it would be a lot simpler. So 5 is telling me that it has some chops to it. But there's a look at the map that we're going to look at. Really, really cool looking. It is area movement, so it's not point to point. But you'll look, there actually is point to point. So it's a point to point movement map. It looks like it's areas when you pull it away, but it is point to point. So that's the rules. Here's the counter sheet. I think it has 2 counter sheets. Oh, and they fell out very, very easily. It really popped out easily too, and that's great. So here you have an entire sheet of control markers. Control markers and then devastated markers. So these are round. They will not need to be clipped. You can put those in a normal tray and those are ready to go. Now these counters, they're big. These are fully 3/4 inch counters. Very big writing, which I like. They have a silhouette of the unit. Actually, those silhouettes have been used many times in GMT games, which I'm okay with because I'm comfortable with those. Here are the leaders, Caesar, Vercingetorix, and then Ambiorix. So you can see the leaders, and then those are going to be held with the standees. You've got some siege, turn, different battle markers, unit markers. You've got the victory point tracks. There's a look at the Roman units at the top. Germani cavalry. Yeah, those are cool looking units. You've even got some city markers. Very excited about this game. Double-sided, obviously very nice looking. I'm going to clip these. Frankly, I'm not sure they really need it, but I'm probably going to go ahead and clip them. But yeah, I think these look really good. Those leaders look fantastic. So well done on the art, GMT Games and the art department. Roger McGowan, I know, leads that. Couple of player aid cards. You've got your battle table, siege table, interception and avoidance of battle. That's a big part of any point-to-point movement war game. Oh, and the famous storms at sea. I'm going to be honest, that was one of the things we struggled the most with in Hannibal and Hamilcar. Trying to get out into the ocean to get over to the islands and invade Rome from a different area. There's storms. You got to control ports. You can have a lot of bad rolls and end up killing a lot of your units. So it was very risky to do unless you had certain cards that came out. Those cards very rarely came out for me, and we struggled with that. But here you got a sequence of play. You have a list of your actions, your movement point cost, governance VPs, how you're going to score. Very well done player aid, and there's 2 of them. So each of you are going to have your own player aid and be able to refer to those at your own leisure. Let me go ahead and take out. I don't know why they bag these maps or these boards. Maybe someone can answer that for me, but I always throw the bags away or use them to hold other games. But this is a mounted board. It's fairly compact. This is not a huge board, but it's good sized. I'm going to be honest. That's a very nice big board. Sorry, jiggled the camera. Very well done. Very clear names. Like the colors of the different regions. Very well done. You've got a reminder on the kind of the turn track here. How many cards per hand? Remember I said 8. You're going to reshuffle decks here. Yeah, you've got your different tracks here. VP track, tribes eliminated, governance points. You got a Gaelic council box kind of up in this area. You got your map key. You have different areas where certain things are going to happen. You can even go over to Britannia. So very cool map, very well done. I like it. I like the look of it. I'm very excited about this game. Let's go ahead and, then you have some dice. You have red and blue dice. Very nice. Here are those standees. There are only 3 of them, so be careful not to break these. But you're going to have those leaders stand up. In the version of Hannibal and Hamilcar, I had the miniatures, which were very well done. But standees and counters are fine too. One of the things I was very interested by was, and I'll show you the cards here in a minute, but these are card sleeves. Never seen anything like this in a GMT product. I think the reason they did this is because these cards are not your standard playing cards. These are big cards. This is probably where a normal card would end. So that's almost the height of 2 playing cards, maybe 1 3/4 playing cards. So these are going to fit nicely in those sleeves. So if you play this game a lot, you're going to have the ability to protect those. But those came along standard in the game. I'm very impressed. I think that's a very, very nice touch. Interested to get those card sleeves loaded up and see how they shuffle and how they work. I'm going to go ahead and try to get this open. I think I always struggle I need to pre-cut these before I shoot these videos, huh? All right, open the cards finally. Got them done. I used my teeth. I think I always use my teeth. But yeah, once again, these are not your normal cards. These are very thick. Love the picture here. Very well done art. That's obviously an art picture that's out there in the public domain, or maybe they had to pay for it. But you can see here are the cards. They have kind of your op points. This says bonus. I'm not sure what that means. Are these bonus cards, or they can... Not really sure. I haven't read the rules yet. But here you got a title, Veni Vidi Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. Activate Caesar and any one legate. Then use the 3 action points. So those 3 action points. Constant as the Northern Star. Another activation. But these have events or activations. So you can use them for a number of different purposes. Yeah, I'm also looking at this, these symbols are different. Blue, that's just the type of card. So here you go. The bonuses are these red squares. Then you have, but there's an event card. Maybe these are the Roman cards. I'm being dummy. Yeah, so these are the Roman cards. These are the Gaul cards. So that's all they are. But these may be neutral. Not really sure. We'll see. But yeah, really nice cards. I'm really excited. Let's go ahead and sleeve one of those up just to see how that looks. Yeah, it's a really nice game. Very well done. Yeah, looks great. That's going to protect those cards. Personally, I'm not a big... I don't need those to protect my cards, but it is nice to have them because I think this is a game you're probably going to play a lot because it's going to be very, very cool. So there's a look at the cards. There's a look at the sleeves. Great looking product. As always, I don't know if I've ever had a GMT Games product that I didn't think was amazing. They do such a fantastic job of production and quality, but also, playability. These games are fun. They're very involved. They can be played many, many times, and you're going to learn different strategies and different elements and things you want to try. I'm really looking forward to this one. So that is Caesar Rome versus Gaul from GMT Games. Brand new, off the P500, still available. You're probably going to want to get this because it's not going to last very long, I don't think. Probably going to have to go to a second edition or second printing next year sometime. So anyway, look forward to playing it, doing some videos. I'd like to also do our patented action points to detail and describe some of the different inner workings of the design and actions, etc. So I'm looking forward to that. So thanks for watching. I've been Grant from the Player's Aid.